Hey, everybody, we're going to be taking a look at Genesis chapter 49, verse 10. And if you've ever read through Genesis, this can be kind of one of those weird verses depending on the translation of the Bible that you're reading and, a lot of other different little things. And we're going to take a look at this in the NIV, the 1985 Tanakh, and the Ignatius Bible. And then finally, we're going to do an exegetical guide, pulling the Hebrew and kind of breaking it down word by word. Because there's a funny word in here that doesn't pop up in every single translation, and that word is Shiloh. And I'm sure it's a little bit hard to see. Let me make this a little bit bigger. We'll close that. So here we have the word Shiloh, which can kind of be a funny word to deal with, especially because, per my understanding, there's not a perfect translation for this. And we're going to kind of look at the translations that we have. And don't take me as an expert. I'm not a theologian. I'm just a guy who has logos, and I like reading the Bible. So the three translations that we're using, they're just meant to kind of represent a broad smattering of translation opinion. The first part of the scripture, which is, the scepter will not depart from Judah, the ruler's staff, the feet, that's pretty much the same across all three of these. I'm just going to call them Bibles, even though the Tanakh is technically, it's a different thing, but it's the Old Testament. That's pretty much exactly the same. So it doesn't seem to be any real disagreement there. It's the second part of the scripture where things kind of break down. Until he to whom it belongs shall come, and the obedience of the nations shall be his. Well, to me, this is very Jesus forward scripture. I can't help but hear anything other than to whom it belongs means Jesus, period. Well, whenever we look at the Tanakh, so that tribute shall come to him and the homage of the peoples shall be his. That seems to point more to Judah or Judah's line to me. And you could kind of slice that up to say, well, maybe it means Jesus, maybe it doesn't. And then let's take a look at the Ignatius Bible. Until he comes to whom it belongs, and to him shall be the obedience of the nations. And I think this means the same thing that's in the NIV, just it's a little bit kind of clunkier English. I don't remember when the Ignatius Bible was put together. It's my preferred Catholic translation of the Bible, so I know I think it's a little bit older, but yeah, you kind of get what we're going with here. We have maybe these two are the same, but there's some clunky English. But then whenever we go to the Tanakh, we kind of get like a different meaning altogether. So if we come over here to the NASB 1995, yet again, the front's still exactly the same, but now we get until Shiloh comes, and to him shall be the obedience of the peoples. What is this word Shiloh? And if you're looking in a Tanakh, you're looking in a Septuagint, you're looking in a Bible translation, sometimes this word pops up. And we see here, if we go and we try and pull up the meaning for this word, which it doesn't seem to want to do it right now. There it is. We can see here the tranquility, rest, peace, peaceable, Shiloh, that which belongs to him. He who it is, you get some kind of funny things there. And I've done a little bit of reading around kind of out on the internet. And some people believe that this word Shiloh points directly to the Messiah. Other people kind of go more with the Jewish translation, and kind of some commentary that you get is depending on what side of the aisle you're on, this is a direct, Jesus proof that's in the Old Testament. Other people say this is defining that Judah's going to be king. And I could kind of see it either way depending on which translation you're reading. So this is definitely one of those funny things I think needs more research, obviously for somebody more educated than myself. But if you've never looked at this or thought about this, I kind of wanted to show you just what's out there, what I'm seeing, and see if maybe it makes you think. Other than that, take it easy.